Hey everyone, this video is a little bit different to the other ones. It's something a little bit special. This is a card that I designed myself, obviously, but not for a Hearthstone Weekly card design competition, but just for fun. If I could put cards into the game, if I was working for Blizzard, this is one of my own ideas. This is something that I would put in the game, something I feel is balanced, something I feel is interesting. And what you're looking at here, sorry about the dog's barking, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but probably this mic picks up quite a lot. This is Eida the Wispmother. I took a piece of artwork randomly off Google. I don't own the rights to that image at all. I just sort of, picked something that looked relatively suitable. And, your first impression looking at this is, whoa, a 5 mana 4/2. Those stats are terrible. It better do something good. Well, it does, and hear me out, because you might think that this is a bad card, but actually, and I've given it a lot of thought, I've spent weeks thinking about my own card design ideas, and this card is really good, but it fits into a specific kind of deck. The first is a deck that wants to flood the board. Flood Mage, Flood Paladin, things that just want to flood the board with loads of shit, right? Let's say that you're playing an aggressive zoo deck. You've put out a bunch of minions, and then your opponent AoEs the board. Well, with one card on turn 5, you can basically fill your board up again. Because for 5 mana you'll get a 4/2 and 3 1/1s. And we all know how important those annoying little tokens are in these aggressive flood type decks. So the high cost is due to the fact that what you actually get from this is card draw. You get extra cards. You get 3 wisps in your hand, but you can play them immediately. And the reason they go into your hand is because you can play them and you can activate effects. Specifically, I designed this card to work with Hobgoblin. I believe that's what that card is called. If it's not, you'll see it on the screen anyway. And I think it gives any 1 attack minion +2/+2. I think that's what it does. How unprofessional of me, not knowing these things, but I know what it does relatively, and yeah, this was designed around that idea basically. So you get the 3 wisps. You can keep them in your hand then. You don't have to play them immediately. You can play them immediately if you know your opponent's AoE is down, and you can flood your board out again and then buff them any way you want. Or you can keep them and use them to trigger Hobgoblin. Having these things that you can play for 0 mana that trigger all these kind of effects are really useful. So that was the idea behind this card. It's a card that allows you to re-flood your board, which is why it costs 5 mana. And it's a card that allows Hobgoblin to work a little bit better. So yeah, I really like this idea. It's pretty strong with a combination of other cards. It's decent on its own. It'd be pretty good in Arena too. But yeah, hope you like the video, hope you like the card idea, and if there's any other kind of synergies or cool things that you've noticed that you could do with this card, please let me know, because I may have missed something. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.